absolutely wild. Arsenal fans, I come with friendly fire, but seriously, Arsenal fans, for all their bigger fish to fry and shit like Don Robbie was saying, what, a season or two ago when they didn't win anything, this was last year when they were pushing, for them to get knocked out of the Carabao Cup and say they don't care, and this is like AFTV talking here, Lee Gunner, as much as of a prat Lee Gunner can be at times, to use a Mark Aldridge term, prat, he is correct in saying that I don't care what it is, Carabao Cup or FA Cup or Charity Shield, whatever. I want to win silverware because at the end of the day, trophies count. Doesn't matter what it is. When you see major honours, it'll say Carabao Cup, League Cup, whatever it is. Tick, tick. Just because you haven't won it since '93 doesn't make it any less significant. Should be a reason to go and get it. And this is the same thing with Arsenal fans who won the FA Cup almost ceremoniously every couple of years. Just because you've won it so often doesn't mean it should be for you to say, yeah, well, let's just don't worry about the FA Cup. Who cares? Let's give it to somebody else. No, you should own the FA Cup. If you are that good, it's a trophy. You've won it 8 times, 10 times, 12 times, whatever it is. The most FA Cup wins by any club. That shit is magical. That's a record. And you got people like Don Robbie and Turkish saying they don't care about the Carabao Cup. And I can understand why some people are not so much upset, but downvoting and disliking what they have to say. Case in point, the first video here from AFTV, 734 up, 1.4k down. Let me just read you one or two comments. Excuses. Bet if Arsenal won, Robbie would have said the complete opposite. Just simply embarrassing. Don Robbie becoming as delusional as Ty isn't the guy who said winning any trophy matters. Yeah, exactly right. I'm an Arsenal fan. Robbie saying this is an important competition isn't an important is nonsense. We've only won 4 FA Cups in almost 20 years. 4? I thought they won them more often than that. Any trophy that's up for grabs is important. What happens if we crash our Champions League? Yeah, exactly right. See, just things like that. But this is what he had to say. Have a gaze.
For me, Saturday against Newcastle is more important. Now, whether we win that or not, I don't know. But to me, that's a more important game. The problem is with this competition is that the managers don't take it serious. Let's be real. Mikel Arteta, loads and loads of players rested. Even West Ham, they rested a few players. Teams right across this competition, even Ipswich, right, who doing well in the Championship, rested nearly all their players. They're at home with a chance to win and go into a quarterfinals, right? Most of the managers in this competition don't take this competition seriously. It's not one of the big major trophies. It's there's no VAR there, right? Because if there would have been VAR, maybe they might have pulled it back for the first goal because Ramsdale was obviously held. But they don't deem it as an important enough competition to use VAR until later on in the competition, right? So that's an indicator to show you just how important it is. It doesn't go to a replay or extra time. If it's 1-1 at the end of the game, it goes straight to penalties. It's not a serious competition. The competition, for me, basically, seems to be a hindrance to most managers. Mikel Arteta would be...
I'll just leave it there. I'll link it down below if you want to listen to yourselves. That's a damning statement. The competition is a hindrance. I mean, it's not the most glamorous thing, but it's still a fucking trophy, man. How can you say that as an Arsenal fan who have not won a Champions League, have not won the Premier League in so long, won FA Cup, 4 years ago? 2-3 years ago now. Arteta was in, 4 years ago, whatever it's been now? You've won the FA Cup most recently, but you're telling me you won't go for a Carabao Cup because it's a nothing trophy. As I said, it's still a trophy. It's still a tick at the end of your season. Winners, 23-24, League Cup. Not anymore, but Arsenal, for example. Last year was United. United won the Carabao Cup. They finished third. Hey, great successful season. Let's go. Awesome. Let's kick on next year. And obviously they're in the mud now. But you can see the thought process. Now let's move over to Turkish, who also said something similar. This is Turkish. Again, 627 up, 349 down. Not as bad. And let me just say this. I get what Robbie's saying. Managers rotate a lot. It's almost like they don't give a shit. It's like they put the fringe players out there, whatever. It's still a cup competition. It's still a trophy for the end of the season that goes against your name. Why wouldn't you want to be competing for such a thing? I do not understand. Let's hear what Turkish had to say.
The big question, do you care?
About going at the Carabao Cup? No. But I care about the performance. I can't even lie, because the performance kind of builds on my concerns throughout the season, where we're struggling to really create chances. And I know tonight there might be more of an excuse because the team was heavily rotated. I get that. But I think we're at a stage now where we kind of expect the rotated side to still put up a better performance, especially after all the money spent and the years that
It's not like,
Mikel's
yeah,
got under his belt.
It's not like back in the day rotated where we're bringing in 6 academy players.
Yeah.
There's still players out there like Ben White, like Zinchenko. These are players that are first team players. Zinchenko, all right, maybe hasn't started all the games, but these are first team players that were the ones making the big errors tonight.
Yeah, to be honest, we actually went probably stronger than I thought we would, especially in the back line. I think 3 out of the 4 were starters for us, Ben White, Gabriel, Zinchenko. So we was actually stronger than I thought, but I still looked at the lineup. I looked at the midfield. Jorginho, his best days are behind him. Havertz, God knows when his best days are ever going to come, and if he's going to come on a football pitch, then fingers crossed. And Vieira, who listen, this season he's done well at times, but at the same time he still hasn't really nailed down himself as someone we can rely upon.
I'll post a link down below. Majority of that was the first section there where he said, do I care? No, I care more about the performance. Now, just to give you the dynamic, the change, the complete contrast, shall I say not dynamic, the contrast between AFTV and its mortal enemy, Lee Gunner. This is what Lee had to say about Arsenal getting knocked out of the Carabao Cup and not going for another trophy.
Yes, West Ham 3, Arsenal 1. How
Not
dare
happy.
you? How dare you? How many more cups are you going to throw in the bin, mate? Leave every single one of that lot in Stratford and make them walk home in the rain. Yeah? How dare you? I am absolutely seething. I'm holding it back. I really do not want to swear. Yeah? And I've had enough of this manager. I've had enough of these players. I've had enough of this fan base telling me, oh, bigger fish to fry. They're spinning that crap again. Yeah? What do you mean bigger fish to fry?
Shots fired straight to AFTV and Don Robbie, because he's the one who said bigger fish to fry. Oh, damn.
Right. We didn't fry any. I fried more fish today on the beach with my sea bass, yeah, than this got fried for the last 4 years. Sub to the channel. Big up to everyone who watched the watch along. Make sure you sub to Lee React.
That's just a bit of a taste. Again, link posted down below. But you can see the contrast, the difference between the fan bases of Arsenal relating to Arsenal Fan TV and other fan channels. And it's good having a healthy debate and things like that. But this is my main point. Arsenal fans, you finished second last season, you were gunning for the league, didn't get it, okay, fair enough, you go again this year. But to say we're going to throw away a Carabao Cup because we have, 3 other competitions, 2 we mainly want to go for, Premier League and Champions League, why not go for all 4? Liverpool, a couple of seasons ago, we were contenders for all 4. We only ended up winning 2, FA Cup and League Cup, which not a bad return. Okay, yeah, you didn't win a Champions League or the Premier League, but hey, I still walked away, well, my club walked away with 2 trophies that season. What did yours walk away with? 5th place. So it's like to say, what's more important to you? Challenging for a title, which agreed is important, or actually winning something and having it in the bank, tick against your name for the season, winners of XYZ Cup, Arsenal Football Club. I think that's more important, winning the trophies. It's good to compete on all fronts. I'm not saying it's not. You should be competing on all fronts. Premier League, Champions League, if you can get there, of course, finishing top 4, whatever. Or, winning the Europa League if you finish 5th, the FA Cup and the League Cup. You should be going for all of them. Don't care how little or nonsensical it is, you should be wanting to win every single thing, because that's a big club thing. That's a big club thing, winning everything they go for. City made it a habit. 5 out of the 6 winners have been Man City of the Carabao Cup, whatever it's been in the last six finals, whatever it is. We've lost to them once or twice. I think Chelsea have lost to them. A few other people have. City have dominated. You don't hear Pep saying, "Oh, it's a nothing cup" or whatever. It's like, mate, it's a trophy, man. I don't give a shit. You need to win. That's winning mentality. So Lee wants the manager sacked. I don't know if Arteta's worth sacking over this, but 100%, I see where he's coming from, where he's like, no, screw your delusions, bigger fish to fry. We should be going for every single cup that is out there, and every football fan should as well. And I said in my previous video, Flawless and Hussam had it out. Well, it was more so Flawless trying to press Hussam on major titles, major trophies, because Flawless doesn't think of the FA Cup or Carabao or League Cup as a major trophy. But for me, it's still a trophy. It's not the biggest trophy. It ain't a Premier League. It ain't a Champions League. It's still a trophy, though. It just because if you win it, your name gets etched. You go into the record books. You'll be in the almanac of winner, League Cup, 23/24 season, XYZ FC, or whatever it is. They don't just say you win a League Cup, it's like whatever, here's a participation ribbon, see you later. There's a parade. You lift the trophy up, you have a presentation, you parade confetti, all that good shit. Trophy. That's what you're here for, to win trophies, win major honours. I don't give a fuck what Flawless says. Any trophy is a major honour. You win something, it's a major honour. You're a football club, you're football players, you should be going to win everything you can. Doesn't matter what it is. Trophy, fuck it, go win it.